What's going on, everybody? Got another video here for you. We're on work on this integral here. We got the integral of x squared times the square root of 4x plus 6 integrating with respect to x. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this one we're going to try to use substitution. So for this problem, obviously we're going to let u equal 4x plus 6, and so we get du is equal to 4 dx. All right, so you can see we have the dx here, but we need a 4. So we're going to need to multiply by 4, and if we multiply by 4 on the inside, we're going to have to multiply by the reciprocal on the outside. So this is the same thing as multiplying by 1. Now the problem we have is this x squared out here. So we need to figure out what that is. Well, if we take this right here and solve for x, we get 4x is equal to u minus 6. So x is equal to 1/4 u minus 6 over 4, which would give us 3/2. All right, so that's x. So we can take the x and plug it in here, but let's go ahead and we've got x squared is equal to 1/4 u minus 3/2, and then all of that squared. So that's x squared. So we can replace the entire x squared with this thing. And we will need to FOIL this out. So we can go ahead and replace the x squared with this and then FOIL it out as we do the integral. Or I think what we ought to do is take the 1/4 u minus 3/2 squared and go ahead and just multiply it out right here. And then we'll replace the x squared with it multiplied out. So this is just FOILing. So this is going to be 1/16 u squared minus, all right, so now we've got the outside, so 1/4 times 3/2 times negative 3/2 is minus 3/8 u, and then the inside minus 3/8 u, and then the outside plus 9/4. And so this is going to be 1/16 u squared minus, now this is going to give us negative 6/8, okay, which reduces to negative 3/4. Okay, so that's minus 3/4 u plus 9/4. So we're going to go ahead and put this equals 1/16 u squared minus 3/4 u plus 9/4. Now let's do our substitution. So our integral is going to be 1/4. Don't forget this 1/4 up here. And the integral of x squared, well, what's x squared? X squared is this. That's 1/16 u squared minus 3/4 u plus 9/4 times the square root of 4x plus 6. Well, 4x plus 6, we're going to plug u in there, and that's the square root of u, but we're going to write it as u to the 1/2, and then that's du. All right, so now we've got 1/4 integral. That's going to be 1/16 u to the, 5/2. We're just distributing u to the 1/2. So remember, u squared times u to the 1/2, you add the exponents, minus 3/4 u to the 3/2 plus 9/4 u to the 1/2 du. All right, so now we're ready to integrate. This is just power rule. So this is going to be 1/16 u, we're going to add 1 to the exponent, 7/2, and then we multiply by the reciprocal of our new exponent, so that's times 2/7, minus 3/4, and that's going to be u to the 5/2, and then multiply by the reciprocal, right? You add 1 and then multiply by the reciprocal of your new exponent, plus, and then that's going to be 9/4 u to the 3/2, and then multiply by 2/3. Oops, look what I went and did. I put an integral symbol there. All right, don't do that. And then always don't forget to put your plus c. All right. All right, so this is 1/4 times. All right, so let's see what we got here. That cancels 1 and 8. So that's going to be 1 over 56 u to the 7/2 minus, and then we've got this and this cancel. That's a 2 and a 1. So that's going to be 3/10 u to the 5/2 plus, and then let's see, what do we got here? The 3 and the 9 cancel. We're left with 3 and 1. The 2 and the 4 cancel. We're left with 2 and 1. And so that's going to be plus 3/2 u to the 3/2 plus c. All right. And then now we got to get it back in terms of x. So in the place of u, we're going to put 4x plus 6. And so this is equal to 1/4 times 1 over 56, 4x plus 6 to the 7/2 minus 3/10 times 4x plus 6 to the 5/2 plus 3/2 times 4x plus 6 to the 3/2 plus c. And there's your answer. And if you want to, you can take the 1/4 and distribute it to each one. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, your teacher may want you to. For me, my students, it doesn't matter to me. All right. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's similar to one that you would work if you let u equal this, and like if this were just x. If instead of x squared, if this were x, you would just plug this in for x. But we had the x squared, so we had to go ahead and multiply that out. But just make sure when you're working something like this, you just take your time, work it, you know, write out several steps. Don't try to do a whole lot of things in your head. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.